Hello students, welcome to GC Tech Hub CS tutorials. In today's class, we are going to just continue from where we had stopped last time. In my previous video, I had explained how to use data table to visualize the results for different sets of values. And we also saw a comparison between GoalSeek and data tables to see how in GoalSeek we could only check we have to perform a lot of hit and trial operations in order to check the result for one value at a time, whereas with data tables, or which is also known as multiple operations in OpenOffice, it how we can visualize the results for different sets of data. So you can see here a set of data, that is for an EMI calculator, where we had seen the amount of monthly payments which we have to pay for different principal amount. So the problem was that a laptop has to be purchased which costs at best 1,80,000 rupees, for which a down payment of 25,000 is made and rate of interest provided per year is 12.5% and a monthly payment is sought after. So in this we tried to check the different values of monthly payments for different principal amount, so that we could adjust our budget accordingly and use various options to pay the monthly payments. So here now we only saw one part of data tables. We have to, in this video, I'm going to show you how you can calculate the values for two or more, that is more than one results. That is, if suppose I have a monthly payment, now here I have calculated the monthly payment which I need to calculate, but I also need to know the different rate of interest. So if I have to know the different rate of interest and what means, if suppose, because we know that in case of floating interest rates, the interest rates keeps on changing. So if suppose the bank, there is a possibility that the bank might decrease the rate of interest or increase the rate of interest in the coming years, so I could adjust my monthly payments according to that. So if I have to check the monthly payments for different rate of interest, how will I do that? So we will be seeing that in this video. So before starting with that, please subscribe my channel if you have not done it yet. So let's start with how to display the how to figure out the different monthly payments for different rate of interest also. So I'm going to delete this data from here, and now over here I am going to specify some different values of interest rates, and I'm going to start it from here. That is, suppose if sometime the interest rate goes down to 10, then maybe it starts with 10.5, and I can just remove the currency format from here, and then next it is 11. So this way I can just figure out what is going to be my interest rate. So I found out interest rates till 12.5, and now I'm going to specify the amount of principal which I have to pay. So I started from 80,000, then 85,000, and this way I figure out some amounts up to 1,80,000. So this way I figured out the amount. So these are my different principal amounts, and these are the different interest rates for which I want to check the monthly payment amount which I need to pay. So what I'm going to do is, in this cell over here, which is common to both these uh, rows and columns. So in this particular cell, I'm going to just insert the reference to this cell which contains my formula. And if you want, you can hide this also. So for hiding this, we need to go to number dialog box launcher and go to custom, and in the type over here, just type three semicolons one by one, not one, not two, but three semicolons. So you have to press three semicolons over here and click on OK, and this will be gone. As you can see, the reference is still there, but if you press, it is just invisible or it is hidden, you can see. So now I'm going to select this entire table till 12.5. I did a mistake here. I had to just give this value 12.5, and I'm going to select all these values here. So I have selected this entire table consisting of all the principal amounts and all the interest rates. Now I'll go to data. I'll go to what if analysis, data table, and here now we need to pay attention to this particular dialog box over here. So we have two values here, two boxes, or that is, one is row input cell and the other is column input cell. Now you can see that because all the principal amounts are arranged in the columnar form, so I'm going to select the address of the cell which contains the principal amount from this area, because this particular cell has been used in the formula. So I'm going to select principal amount here, and as you can see, all the interest rates are arranged in a row fashion. So I'm going to figure out which is the cell address for interest rate. So I'm going to click on this row input cell text box, and I'm going to select this cell because it contains the cell address of the cell which contains the interest rates, and interest rates have been arranged in the row fashion here, and this is the cell which has been used in the formula. Now I'll click on OK, and you'll be able to see how we can visualize different data. So I'm just going to uh, format all the data over here in the form of currency values, because at some places you can see many places after the decimal, at some places you can see data has been represented in the scientific notation, so which doesn't look good. So I'll go to home, I'll go to the currency tab, select rupees, go to format, auto fit column width, and now you can see the different amounts of monthly payments which you need to pay. But there is a catch over here. Something bad is happening here. That is, you can see that for 1,244.55 principal amount, my monthly payment amounts to 2000 for 12%, 12.5. But for that same amount, that is around 1 lakh, as I have taken this particular row over here, and for 12.5%, you can see that its monthly payment is 83,333. So do you think a person can pay 83,000 of EMI in a month? I don't think so, unless he is a multimillionaire. So for that purpose, there is one catch, that is, you can see over here 12.5%, which has been formatted as percentage. So what we need to do is we need to format all these rate of interest values as percentage. So and when you format them as percentage, it multiplies it by 100. So what we need to do is we need to delete all the values first. Now that it is already formatted as percentage, we can simply enter the values like this. So you can see how data is changing everywhere. So I'm just going to click these two and just okay. So here I'm just going to increase them to one more decimal point, and you'll be able to see that now all the data is consistent. So here you can see that for 80,000 and a laptop costing 80,000 and at 10% interest rate, I have to pay a monthly EMI of only 1,394 rupees. Whereas if I just move forward and look for 12.5% interest rate, I have to pay 1,461 rupees as the monthly payment. So this way, if I have opted for the highest costing laptop, which is 1,80,000, so for 12.5% interest rate, I have to pay 4,119 rupees as payment. So this way, you can figure out the so here you can see that there are a lot of options. There are so many different values from where you can choose from. So here, if you want to provide, like for example, you are in the business of providing valuable advice to your customers regarding what um, regarding getting their getting certain things financed, so you could provide a better guidance to your customers using this. So this data table provides us a valuable way of how we can easily figure out the different results for different sets of value, and hence it is represented, all the results are represented in the tabular form, which is why the name data table has been given to this particular feature of Excel. So, and this same feature is known as multiple operations in LibreOffice and OpenOffice Calc. So, this was what we discussed in this. In my next video, I will be discussing one more example. So, kindly stay tuned and like the video if you benefited from it. Do share it with others and do not forget to subscribe the channel. Thank you.